Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Atlanta Dream going up against the New York Liberty. With Brian Banapatemi and Tim Swope, New York City is buzzing. These fans are very excited to see their Liberty in action here tonight.
I'll tell you, this is a fun one. Fans around town are buzzing about this matchup. You can tell this game means a bit more to these two teams. We have a nice little rivalry tonight.
And so for the Dream, and last season, they were only able to win one of the 4 games against the Liberty.
They set a pick. And Azurá Stevens picks up the foul. That's her first foul. Big contest here in the Commissioner's Cup. Both of these teams considered elite.
And both have a solid chance of making the finals. It does not get any more serious than this.
Outside Citron. 6 to shoot. Pass to Stewart. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray.
It's over when Stewart can catch and shoot. With her pure J, that's just too easy.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Stewart grabs the miss.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
She's guarded by Stevens. Pass to Plum. Three-pointer. New York with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Outside Hayes. From the arc. They shot off that time. The Dream on offense. Here's Citron. That one's off. She starts the game with a miss. Outside Hayes. And a miss there on the triple. Citron shot is good.
Assistant, Brianna Stewart.
Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Outside Hayes. Back to Ionescu. Pass to Stevens. Good. And Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Now here's Plum. Covered by Ionescu. Back to Plum. And here is Stewart. Foul called that time on the way up. And that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
Well, something that's always stood out to me about Brianna Stewart, not only her incredible skill, but she just has phenomenal handles for a player with her length.
The first one falls. Hey, every team wants length and shooting. Brianna Stewart brings you both.
And both at an elite level. Defense as well. I mean, Stewart's 6'4", one of the best shot blockers on one end. And offensively, she's more than capable of a 50-40-90 season.
Outside Hayes. There's a screen by Stevens. Makes it off the glass.
And I like the energy Stevens showed right there. Refusing to quit on the offensive glass.
Pass to Citron. Out to the wing. Brianna Stewart from outside buries the long-range jumper.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And there's the pick. Here's Ionescu. Here's Stevens. Does not find the mark. She's made 2 and missed 1 now. Pass to Stewart. Citron. She's guarded by Hayes. Here's Stewart. Up and in on the layup.
the incredible focus Stewart has. Even when the D gets physical, she stays with the play.
And here's Cannon. Ionescu outside. Kelsey Plum with a steal. Shoots from 14. And there's another one for the Dream.
And you can't help but really pick on their defense. They're completely in disarray.
Everything's coming much too easily. I mean, you've got to take something away.
Ionescu gets the bucket.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from them.
On the wing, Jordan Horson. To the middle. Here's Stewart. She makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start her game.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
Outside Hayes. Ionescu. To the inside. Stevens. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in. Atlanta leading. Pass to Stewart. Screen by Stewart. Down low. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
She has put her foot on the gas pedal this quarter. She's doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Did you see how deep that shot was? There are truly no limits to what Ionescu can do out there.
Pass to Stewart. Outside Plum. Now here's Stewart. The third WNBA title for Breanna Stewart. Won in 2024 with New York, and it was a special one.
No doubt, bringing the Liberty an original WNBA franchise, their first ever championship. It was a bounce back for Stewie New York. Remember, they dropped the 23 series for the Aces.
And she makes both free throws.
And for this Atlanta team, it's been a long time since they've won a playoff series.
More than a decade at this point. 2013 was their last series win. 2018, their last year, over 500. So Dream fans are hungry for a winner.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
She's guarded by Hayes. Zandalasini pulls it in.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Ionescu can't get it to go. Here's Stewart. Drops one in from the wing.
She's created some good opportunities for herself and made the most of them.
Outside Hayes. To the paint. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Putting up solid assist numbers out of the 2 position. Hayes, a good mover to the ball.
Sims, covered by Ionescu. Outside Stewart. The three-pointer, no good. New York trailing here. Ionescu outside. Stevens the screen. Right side Hayes. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Getting great lift on her shot. Hayes can really drain him for 3.
Pass to Sims. Outside Stewart. Sims. Clock at 6. Here's Stewart. Shoots the 3. Breanna Stewart can't get that one to fall. Here's Zandalasini, defended by Stewart. Here's Ionescu. Offline from top of the key jumper.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
And it's Hayes with the rebound. Ionescu outside. Inside, Stevens. That one is good. She has missed only one of her 6 shots from the floor.
Stevens can score from anywhere, but on the interior is where the defense really has to worry about her.
Screen by Hines Allen. Left side, Stewart. Back to Sims. To end the drought. Misses that one. She's 0 for 1 from the floor. Ionescu outside. From past the arc. Good D by Odyssey Sims.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Stewart. To the inside. Azaré Stevens with the block.
Because of Stevens' competitive drive, she doesn't want to allow any easy buckets.
What a remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and she is not about to give up an easy look.
Left side, Plum. Good on the 13-footer.
And this is the challenge of defending such a gifted scorer like Kelsey Plum. If you don't give her shots, she's going to find them.
Here's Allen. And stolen by Hines Allen. 1 second left. That one doesn't drop. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Dream leading by 3. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. And it's been a tight one here as the second quarter getting going. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
Lots of running to start the game here.
It's a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition.
Pass to Jefferson. And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here.
She had no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important because probably would have been a quick 2 points if she doesn't knock it out of bounds. So I love that effort level.
Allen's shot is off. Atlanta in the lead. She's covered by Jefferson. New York with the rebound. Down low. Now Bannon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Garrett, nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Back to Plum. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And here's what the Atlanta Dream schedule looks like. On Friday, they head back home to host the Washington Mystics. And then Sunday, it'll be the Chicago Sky coming into town.
And that game against the Wings, even though they should get a win in that one, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W for them.
Yeah, and you know the opposition will get up for that game.
Pass to Allen. Watches it. Pins it from downtown.
I'm not the biggest fan of that shot, but guess what? He had the space to get it off, so why not?
Outside Sims. And here's Plum. They get the rebound. Yep, that one goes.
Well, just with fantastic touch around the rim. Hines Allen, you call her a finisher down low.
Here's Banham. She's guarded by Plum. They set the pick. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
The plan worked perfectly that possession. Get it inside, get the high percentage shot.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Today's game counts double. It's not just a regular season game.
This one is part of the Commissioner's Cup as well, so a victory would be twice as nice.
New York on D. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. To the paint. Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
There's a reason why we see so much pick and roll in this league. Players like Hines Allen, they're tough to guard in it.
Ionescu outside. Pass to Hayes.
Now here's Jefferson.
5 on the clock.
For Egbo.
Egbo pulls it in. Outside Sims. To the middle.
Egbo. She's covered by Jefferson.
Egbo gets the bucket.
Once Egbo got positioning inside, it was all over.
To the paint. Back to Ionescu. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Number 30, Brianna Stewart.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Inside, stolen by Sabrina Ionescu. Zandalasini gets it to go.
That steal paid instant dividends.
Sure did. They didn't waste any time getting out on the break.
Just so quick.
Outside Plum. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. And it's going to be on Sabrina Ionescu.
I love how intense Kelsey Plum can be, taking her motion into the defense to get the whistle.
The first free throw is good.
Originally drafted by San Antonio, Kelsey Plum was a part of the first 7 Las Vegas Aces seasons.
Yeah, it's a bit odd seeing her in another uniform, but she made an incredible impact in Vegas, part of those 2 title teams, forever a legend in the desert.
And that's good as she hits both shots.
Well, it wasn't an easy start to the career of Kelsey Plum, but she's made serious strides.
Well, she goes first overall in 2017, scores about 9 points per game her first 3 seasons. Tears her Achilles, misses 2020, but then after that injury, a perennial all-star scoring about 18 per contest.
Ionescu can't get it to go. To the left wing. Outside Sims. Pass to Stewart. Just 5 to shoot. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Ionescu outside. They set the pick. Over Sims. Ionescu can't get it to go.
You know, you watch her, and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Hayes with it. Ionescu up top. Back to Hayes. Shoots it up. Stewart grabs the miss.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
To the wing, right side. Got it. Number 7 on the night, 7 for 11 from the floor.
And man, what a move to lose her defender, getting her on her heels and taking care of the rest with ease.
Pass to Cannon. Back to Ionescu. Here's Cannon, defended by Stewart. The 11-footer, and it's wide right, hits off the rim. New York trailing here. Here's Ionescu. Pass to Cannon, back to Ionescu. Hayes. Over Sims. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's been the result for her over and over. I mean, she just cannot find the bottom of the bucket.
Back to Stewart. For the basket, her 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots in.
New York calls timeout. Zondalasini, Horston defending. Pass to Zondalasini. Stevens, just 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Liberty missing. Now Sutton, covered by Ionescu. To the inside. And that one's good, Horston.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep. And you can just feel the desperation now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
They're clearly frustrated, and it's understandable. I mean, they're on the wrong side of a monster run.
And they got to just settle down, stick to the game plan.
Yeah, keep your composure.
Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. In fact, I'll just say it, they are automatic.
Well, a hot start from long range for them, but they've gotten away from shooting the 3.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. If you've got an open look from deep, fire it up. You have my permission.
Here's Stewart. Buries it down low.
She's having quite the quarter here. Shooting the ball really well and just an impressive performance on all cylinders.
Ionescu outside. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
That gets her going here in the second quarter after hitting 2 from long range in the first.
Outside Citron. Over to the wing. Stewart with the screen.
the rim. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Outside Hayes. Here's the pick. Pass is on Delasini. The three-pointer off the mark.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play.
Dream out in front. They're up by 9.
And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The second half beginning in a moment. What a game we're seeing from Stewart.
Her decision-making simply flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from her in the first half. She wasn't forcing anything.
Yeah, but I think here in the second half, they may want her to be a little more assertive and start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Now here is Ionescu. Fires for 3. No good that time.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
Back to Stewart. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
Another bucket from Stewart, who's having a nice game offensively. She's a well-rounded player.
Outside Hayes. Pass to Stevens. Out of bounds. Liberty ball as New York keeps possession. And here's Ionescu. She's guarded by Plum. The tray. And the basket by Ionescu.
It's easier to find success in the pick and roll game when you have the kind of high basketball IQ Ionescu has.
And stolen by Azure Stevens. Shoots over Plum. Another miss by Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, controlling the boards, they're +5 in that category.
Yeah, and look, rebounding, it's not a glamour stat, but you look at the scoreboard and you see the result.
Shot clock at 6. Fires from the corner. Plum misses. The Liberty trail. Pass to Stevens. And here's Zandalasini. There's a screen by Stevens. Now Ionescu. Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing.
A slow start to the second half. Seems like they left their offense in the locker room.
And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. That one's on Stevens. And don't forget this game tonight. It's one of 10 games for this team that's part of the Commissioner's Cup standings.
It also counts towards the regular season, so this contest really shows up in the standings twice. An interesting wrinkle to this one.
And she makes the first. Both good at the line. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Ionescu outside. New York, no good that time either.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
Plum, covered by Ionescu. Outside Stewart. With nobody on her, she buries the jumper.
They're in good position here, thanks in part to her efficient scoring.
And the Liberty call time here.
They'd seen enough scoring in the paint and wanted to send a message to their team. Lock things up inside.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all those points coming against them in the paint.
And maybe it's more help. It's the front of player. They've got to try something.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Zandalacini. Hayes. Here's Zandalacini.
Forston defending.
5 to shoot. Stevens up top from the line. New York, no good that time either.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Stewart on the money with a shot from the left block.
When you let Stewart get inside, you're just not going to stop her. Too much length, too much game.
Outside Hayes. Launches a three. Stewart grabs the miss. The Dream on offense. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Plum, covered by Ionescu. Outside Plum.
Forston.
Cans the shot from the wing.
Everything going to plan to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And so it's New York with it. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Here's Stevens. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And last year, it was a great sophomore season for Jordan Forston.
Well, she made major leaps. Top 5 in both most improved player voting and 6th player of the year. Forston was so much more efficient from the field.
There's a screen. Three-pointer Kelsey Plum. Stevens grabs the board.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Pass to Ionescu. This one for three. They get it again.
Yeah, I love seeing bigs like Stevens that shoot well from the free throw line. And to me, it's really just a testament to their quest for perfection. They want to have all parts of their game be efficient.
2 shots.
No good on that one. Tonight's game is part of the Commissioner's Cup. So, guys, what's the biggest motivation for these players in the Cup?
What about the final game grand prize money? Every player in the championship game, whether you win or you lose, gets a bonus. but the winning players are going to get a little bit more. So I would say that's great incentive for them. You know, as good as Stevens is inside, she breaks the mold of your typical WNBA big. She can stretch a defense as good as anyone.
Pass to Stewart. Kicks it out to Plum. Now Horston. And stolen by Azurá Stevens. Outside Hayes. Now Ionescu. Back to Hayes. Ionescu. Down low. Here's Stevens. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Well, she's shot a very good percentage today, and her team has needed every last bit of it.
Citron for three. The three-pointer is on target.
Nice find from Plum, willing to get her teammates involved. That's leadership right there.
Pass to Stevens. Zandalasini. Back to Stevens. And stolen by Hines Allen. Outside Plum. Now Horston. From beyond the arc. Stevens grabs the board. Outside Hayes. Shoots over Citron. And it's Hayes missing.
Solid job by the defense to get in her way as she was going up to the rim.
Back to Citron. Pass to Stewart. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Offensively, a perfect quarter. She hasn't missed a single shot.
Now here's Ionescu. Not a lot of room. Now Zandalasini. Outside Stevens. Now here is Hayes. Defended by Citron. Shot clock at 2. And it's Hayes missing. Pass to Plum. Citron. Back to Plum. Screen by Hines Allen. Plum can't hit.
Her shot has been off today. With her team leading, perhaps she should maybe focus more on her floor game.
To the paint. And stolen by Citron. There's the three. Plum can't hit.
She's going to play her way right onto the bench if she continues to shoot the ball like she has this quarter.
Stevens the screen. Pass to Hayes. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch. Now here's Plum. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw. And like a few other current players, Maisha Hines Allen broke out at the 2020 Wubble.
Yeah, there were lots of players opting out of that season. Hines Allen got more playing time, and that season, I think it showed off the incredible depth of this league, proving that all some players like a Hines Allen need is just a chance to play.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Outside Sims. Screen by Hines Allen. To the inside. Good, and it's Odyssey Sims who picks up the assist.
You cannot stop both sides of the Sims pick and roll. She can dish, she can score. This time, she gave up the rock.
Pass to Allen. Over to the left wing. Here's Banham. She's guarded by Plum. From about 19 feet. Banham, no good. The Dream on offense. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Plum. The 3 ball. Stevens grabs the board.
Well, she's definitely a threat from deep, but it just hasn't been going for her tonight. She might want to avoid that shot for a while.
Banham. She's guarded by Egbo. To stop the run. Kept alive. And she comes up with the deuce.
And once Stevens finds her rhythm, she stays aggressive, which is a nightmare for opponents.
Gotta see Sims for three. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. It's the Dream running away with it. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Outside Plum. Pass to Sims. But they get it back. Here's Hines Allen. Another shot. And she lays it in.
Way to crash the offensive glass there. And once she gets her hands on it, you know it's going back up and in.
And here's Banham. Off target from outside. She's covered by Allen. Egbo gets the bucket.
Great movement from Egbo, setting a solid pick, then releasing for the hoop.
1 minute in now to the fourth quarter. Pass to Allen. Back to Ionescu. Now here's Jefferson. Picked by Ionescu. From deep. Jefferson, no good. Outside Sims. To the middle. Egbo, good on the bucket.
How about that? 2 weight room points for Egbo.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
Really nice rebounding display. All game, getting it done.
Yeah, they've totally dominated on the glass, and just a huge advantage for them in that category.
Here's New York now. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And she makes that one.
Oh, man, she is so good at making those lead passes.
And a dream call time here. In 2021, the WNBA introduced the Commissioner's Cup into the season, and as a result, a second trophy.
You know, for you soccer fans out there, it's very similar to what we see in soccer. You have the regular league competition, in our case, the WNBA regular season finals, but also a cup final. So there are 2 championships to win in one season.
Outside Plum. Inside, here's Stewart. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
They're doing a terrific job of getting the ball inside, attacking the paint. That's an area, and it's a key area on the court that they've controlled.
Yeah, once they identified what an edge they had inside, they just continued to attack. The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Hines Allen can't get it to go. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth quarter of this one. Down low, Breonna Stewart with the steal. And the layup's good off the glass.
Man, she is so much fun to watch when she's working like that and getting to the hoop like that.
Pass to Banham. Back to Ionescu. Lets it go from deep. And the 3-ball is good.
She's really picking up where she left off in the first half.
Now here's Plum, covered by Ionescu. Breonna Stewart from outside. The rebound by the Liberty.
The defense better watch out because she can make those 3 balls as we saw in the first half.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Not gonna go that time.
There's no way around it. It's been a difficult game for her offensively, and it has cost her team.
Left side, Hines Allen. Plum. 6 to shoot. Covered by Ionescu. Jefferson pulls it in.
She's had an off game, but her team has been able to pick up the slack and get it done here today.
Here's Banham. Connects from three-point range.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes, trying to stay in this game here.
Pass to Stewart. Back to Plum. Lets the three fly. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Cannon. She's guarded by Plum. And here's Cannon. Here's Banham. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Plum. Pass to Stewart. Out to Hines Allen. Outside Plum. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
You can see right there, Plum stays shot ready.
Now Cannon. Back to Ionescu. From outside the arc. And it's Atlanta with the rebound.
It's very tough to hit a shot when the D is right in your shirt like that.
Outside Stewart. Pass to Plum. There's the triple. Sabrina Ionescu with the rebound. And the Liberty with possession here. Covered by Hines Allen. Here's Banham. New York, no good that time either.
And she's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. And with time running out, I think it's time for her to try something else. There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Ionescu outside. Out to the wing. Covered by Hines Allen. Now here is Ionescu. Guarded closely. No good on the fadeaway.
The fadeaway, about her only option once she decided to shoot. Defender had very good position.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Plum. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Cannon. Ionescu outside. Banham. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now Plum. Pass to Stewart. Plum. Back to Stewart for three. It's good from long range.
Sharp shooting from Stewie. She's the definition of a stretch four.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
And there's a pick. Here's Banham. It's good from about 19 feet. Atlanta with the ball. Pass to Stewart. To the paint. Plum can't hit. And the Liberty with possession here. Here's Cannon. Now Banham. Jacks up a three. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Pass to Stewart. And here's Egbo. Now here's Plum. Outside Stewart. Here's Egbo. from deep three-point range. And it's Ionescu with the rebound. Pass to Cannon. Ionescu has it. The three is up. Hines Allen pulls it in.
Switching baskets must have really thrown her off because she can't get anything to fall this half.
Up top, Plum. So no problem for Atlanta as they get the win. And this crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Boy, I mean, for us too.